Well, as the great Booker T once said, "Tell me I didn't just see that." What's up, guys? It's me, the ALE Double X Prince, and I'm here to give you my review of Monday Night Raw, August 20th, 2018. This is the first time since I guess Raw After Mania, I want to say, that I reviewed a Monday Night Raw. But yeah, let's do Raw After SummerSlam. First of all, the show wasn't that great. It really wasn't. But that ending is going to get a lot of conversations going around. But to get to that, we'll probably have to recap all the way from the beginning. So the show starts with Roman Reigns saying that he finally beat Brock Lesnar. And then he said, I am going to defend this championship all the time. But there is one guy that never got his rematch, and I want to give him his rematch clause tonight. So Finn Balor and Roman Reigns was scheduled for the main event tonight. And then Baron Corbin didn't want that to happen because it was kind of ridiculous how a big guy like Baron Corbin's like, "No, that wasn't fair, man. Why'd you bring the demon out? That wasn't fair." Like, nah, shut the fuck up, Baron Corbin. You're a fucking loser. Just own it. Anyways, after that, Kurt Angle said, "Baron Corbin, you're not the boss of me. I'm gonna do Finn Balor versus Roman Reigns at the main event because that's what the fans want. You, on the other hand, are gonna have to fight Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley deserved to be on SummerSlam. You didn't just bring this guy for nothing. This guy definitely deserves a little bit more. Yeah, he's botchy, but at least he's doing something right." Bobby Lashley comes out. He basically squashes Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin gets mad and then he threatens to text Stephanie and yada yada yada. Just same old bullshit with Baron Corbin. Then Kurt Angle is just like, alright, whatever. And then somewhere around the show, Paul Heyman comes out and he basically asked for a rematch for the Universal Championship at Hell in a Cell, which hopefully that won't fucking happen. Like Kurt Angle said, forget about it. Yeah, I hope that doesn't happen because I'm sick and tired of seeing Brock Lesnar. Like, I don't mind if they do this story. How about this? Kurt Angle says, "Listen, we've seen Brock and Reigns plenty of times. How about this? I'll make you a deal, Paul Heyman. As long as Roman Reigns is Universal Championship, Brock Lesnar will not get any rematch. So basically, Brock Lesnar will not fight the Universal Champion until he loses that belt, which would be cool, but WWE's too stupid to not do that." The Riot Squad, they beat Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Ember Moon. This should have been a kickoff match. It would have been a nice little match. This wasn't that bad. It felt nice. They should have definitely had it on the kickoff just so they could say they have something for these women. But it was whatever. It was just a whatever match. It wasn't awful. It wasn't amazing. I hear they're doing a tag team titles for the women, which hopefully it won't happen. But if they do, I'm pretty positive this is going to lead to like a big tournament with the Riot Squad, Sasha and Bayley. Maybe the Bella Twins might be added in there. I'll get to the Bella Twins when I get to talk about these bitches. Triple H, he cut the promo. First, he comes out. This wasn't Triple H. This was Paul Levesque. He was himself. Basically talking about how he had fun at it, watching NXT. He thought SummerSlam was just as good, which it really wasn't. Then he brings up his last match with Undertaker at the end of an era match. And then he's like, "It's ridiculous to have this match, but I said to myself, looking at that picture, I want to see the match." And that was a good way to hype up the match. I don't think the match is going to be amazing or anything, but it was fine. The last time we're seeing Taker and Triple H, I'm pretty sure that's a pretty historic moment, to say the least. So I can't wait to see what happens. I like how they never brought up Undertaker's return at WrestleMania 34 or his return at the Greatest Royal Rumble. They did not even count that at all. He was like, yeah, they make it sound like his last match was against Roman Reigns, but nope, he was at WrestleMania 34. Don't forget, like, I'm just saying. Then we get the match on the night. Dean Ambrose versus Dolph Ziggler. It was a good back and forth. The best part was when Seth Rollins gets in the ring, jumps over the cross to attack Drew McIntyre, and then Dean Ambrose wins the match. And I thought this was going to lead to a fatal four-way with all these guys at Hell in a Cell. I even told Nature Boy 818 and Diesel and the rest of the crew that's in this YouTube group chat, Mr. Beetle, Daryl Daniels, basically anyone involved in the YWC that I know. So, anyways, if that makes sense. But anyways, I said that that's gonna be a fatal four-way after the ending. I'm pretty sure that's not gonna happen anytime soon. Next up, we had okay, this was a ridiculous segment, but it was pretty funny and entertaining. Elias talks about how his concert didn't go as he planned, but he's gonna give him the show no matter what. And then Curt Hawkins talks about his victory. They almost made it look like Curt Hawkins was gonna win, and that's gonna be awesome if Curt Hawkins wins eventually. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are gonna mark out when that happens. Like, even the crowd was over with it. Like, you can do it. So I can't wait to see when Curt Hawkins actually gets a victory. That's gonna be like a big marker moment. Like, people are gonna be like, I was there when Curt Hawkins wins, and hopefully that leads to a mid card starter for him, because that would be the perfect thing to do with him next, to have like a mid card feud for him. Other than that, it's been overall that's what I'll say. Next up, AOP beat Titus Worldwide. Who gives a shit? I really don't care. Honestly, why didn't they do AOP beat the Wyatt and Hardy? Like, that would have been more fun. I'd rather see the AOP as a dominant tag team with the championships instead of the B team. Ronda Rousey and Stephanie McMahon. First of all, Stephanie McMahon, you know how this bitch is. Just, damn, she's worse than Dixie Carter, guys. Like, she really is. She's like getting on my nerves every time this bitch pops up in my screen. Like, I just want to go and punch her or something. Oh, shit. But anyways, Ronda Rousey comes out and she's like, this ain't about you. Why the hell are these girls out of the ring? Get in the ring. And they don't really get in the ring. They just stand up on the side. And then she talks about how Natalya's been the person that trained there, and talks about how Sasha and Bayley made history at Brooklyn. And then she's like, I'm not Brock Lesnar. That was a good line. She goes, I'm not Brock Lesnar. I'm here to fight all these women in this ring. And then Stephanie McMahon's like, come on, you just want to break people's hands. She's like, I don't want to break people's hands that don't deserve it, but you deserve it. So she breaks her hand. All the heels go with Steph. All the faces go with Rousey. I personally would have done something differently. And like, I would have Ronda Rousey put the armbar on Stephanie, and then like all the women try to stop it, and then like, because like basically this is like everybody's career, so they all stop it, and then Ronda Rousey loses her shit and accidentally smacks Natalya. That would have been fucking cool, just so they show that Ronda Rousey is a good wrestler, but she's also very, very dangerous, and you got to be careful. That would have been a perfect storyline, but again, this fucking creative, like, they're just like not giving a shit about any of this. But you gotta just shooting blanks at this point. Then this shit was boring. Scott Dawson beat Bo Dallas, and then Dash Wilder beat Curtis Axel. Who cares? All people want to care about is the ending. First of all, Roman Reigns and Finn Balor, they had a great match. They almost made it look like Finn Balor was gonna win, and honestly, that probably should have happened considering what happens at the end. With the ending that we got, and with Finn Balor, I just feel like Finn Balor is just going back to the mid card or the Jobberville after this, but hopefully not. Hopefully, let's at least book him to the mid cards. Put him in the mid cards. Actually, how about this? We do Seth Rollins, Dolph Ziggler, and Finn Balor. That sounds like a money match. But anyways, what happens is Roman Reigns is about to hit the spear. Braun Strowman comes out. Finn Balor takes advantage. Is about to hit the coup de grace. Misses. Roman Reigns hits the spear. And he wins the Universal Championship once again. Then Braun Strowman is about to cash in. He's like, get your ass up. And then as he's about to cash in, you hear hotel, we are in the Shield. Yes, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins come out, and basically they attack Braun Strowman. It actually, in one hand, I think it's a good idea. In one hand, I'm always mixed about it. Personally, I think that they should be back as heels because, there's really nothing to do with them. I personally didn't want the reunion back, but fine, just have it. I don't know what this is going to lead to. If it's going to lead to Rollins and Reigns and Ambrose, or Rollins and Ambrose. I don't know what this is going to lead to, but I'm invested. They need something to get people talking, so this is the closest they got, but hopefully, and a lot of people are just confusing with the stuff that I booked with the stuff that I mentioned, but they shot a bunch of blanks here. This show, other than the ending, it's really nothing worth talking about. It's really not worth your time. If anything, just watch the YouTube clip and just go on with your day. Anyways, it's me, the ALE, XX Prince. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And until then, I'm out.